This is an optional fourth video in the DVD video class on Take Back Our Jobs to Eliminate Unemployment in America. Warning, if you watch this video, then it may change your life and make you a new person. Have you asked yourself the questions, what ideological system would Jesus Christ establish when he rules planet Earth for 1,000 years? Is it possible to end all human suffering, and if so, what are the secrets? When I was much younger, I asked myself those questions and others. Jesus Christ promised, "Ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you." I believe I have received and found the great spiritual truths that I have sought in life. First, let us address a popular philosophical question that I found the answer to when I was in high school. Believers say God created the universe, so the existence of the creation is proof of the existence of the Creator. Non-believers ask, but where did God come from? That is, who created God? In high school, after pondering this and reading the Holy Bible verse on, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God," I came to the realization that God came from God. I saw a vision of the Word being with God in the same sense that a mother is with child. Thus the Word of God gave birth to God. That is, God created God. Christians should understand that God created God in the sense that God, the Father, Mother, begot or gave birth to the Son of God. As clearly stated in John 3:16, Jesus Christ is the only begotten Son of God. Christians need to witness to Muslims and explain to them why Jesus Christ is the one and only begotten Son of God, so that they fully understand the concept and grasp the spiritual truth being taught. Muslims may believe that the act of begetting is something that only physical life on the earth plane of existence can do, but just as there is physical birth, there can also be spiritual birth. Jesus said that you cannot enter heaven unless you are born again. John 3:3. To explain, Jesus said, "That which is born of flesh is flesh, and that which is born of spirit is spirit." John 3:6. Thus, God the Father Mother gave birth to or begot Christ, the one and only Son of God, perhaps billions of years before Jesus Christ created planet Earth. When Christians explain on TV and radio in Muslim nations why Jesus is the one and only begotten Son of God, then millions of Muslims will be converted to Christianity. But where did God, the Father Mother, come from? He created himself. We think inside the box in our own experiences. In high school in the late 1960s, I realized that in a positive time universe, effect always follows cause. But before creation, there was no time, thus we were in a zero-time universe of non-existence. In a zero-time universe, cause and effect can occur at the same time. Thus God could come into existence at the time that he caused his existence. God said, "Let there be God," and there was God, and it was good. When God spoke the Word was with God, and thus gave spiritual birth to God. Okay, let us answer the questions. What ideology will Jesus Christ establish, and how can we end all human suffering? For a more complete answer, read my online booklets, The Ideology of Jesus Christ and How to End All Human Suffering. In my books, I explain that the political spectrum of liberal, moderate, conservative is based upon an underlying conflict between what I call micro-humanitarianism, or compassion for people, and macro-humanitarianism, or compassion for the species. Just as one can combine red, green, and blue to obtain white light, one can combine the virtues of liberal, moderate, and conservative to go above this political spectrum and to the perfect utopian ideology, which includes the virtues of the three primary ideologies. Similarly, removing the three virtues results in the darkness of Satan's doomsday ideology. I believe Jesus Christ will establish the perfect utopian ideology when he rules earth for 1,000 years, and it is a part of the secret to ending all human suffering. For example, an economic democracy economic system would end unemployment and poverty. Also, an egalitarian love social system, as taught in my psychology class, would end the cause of violence, abuse, rape, and murder. If America wants to end unemployment, poverty, homelessness, and hunger in America, then America needs to establish the economic system advocated by the teachings of Jesus Christ, namely economic democracy. If America wants to end violence, abuse, rape, and murder, then America needs to teach my psychology class to millions of people. True, some will continue to choose evil, but the vast majority of suffering will be ended by the changes that I have outlined. Do you want human suffering to end or not? If you honestly do want human suffering to end, then do as I suggest. Those who want rape and murder to end should read my book, The Quest for Love, with a 1991 copyright by Dale E. Harris, and should help me to teach my class to millions of people. If women are serious about wanting to end rape, then support my book and class, or women will not be saved from rape. Those who want unemployment and poverty to end in America should read my online booklets, The Ideology of Jesus Christ and How to End All Human Suffering, then work to kick every Republican puppet of the radical super rich economic dictators of America out of office, and also work to establish economic democracy in America. Dare to speak the taboo truth. America is an economic dictatorship of the radical super rich, and it must become an economic democracy of the people. I know that it is hard to work for good when you feel that hard work just does not seem to pay off or do any good. I prayed and asked God why I should work to end all human suffering. The reply I heard was, plant the seeds. It is not yet time to end all human suffering because people are not spiritually ready to end all human suffering on planet Earth. But we can plant the spiritual seeds of truth now, which will work to save millions later. So witness to others now with the faith that someday it will do good. Host Take Back Our Jobs economic democracy meetings in your home and ask others to do so as well. Thank you, and may God bless you.